Hello, my name is Stephen Shedd, and I'm in Professor Meller's online Teaching in a Diverse Society class. And today I'll be giving my first online virtual presentation, which is on the topic of being a minority at an event. I'll first talk about the demographics and the purpose of the event, followed by my reactions, and finally how this event raised my awareness about the need to include all learners or participants. So the event that I attended was Dia de los Muertos, and it was the 11th annual Dia de los Muertos celebration held at La Vista Memorial Park in National City. The event occurred on Saturday, October 19, 2019, and it was from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m., but I only went from 12 to 3 p.m. So if you don't have any prior knowledge of what Dia de los Muertos is, or its English translation, Day of the Dead is, I'll be giving you a brief background on it. So according to nationalgeographic.org, it celebrates the lives of deceased with food, drinks, parties, and activities that the dead enjoyed in life. Dia de los Muertos recognizes death as a natural part of the human experience, a continuum of birth, childhood, and growing up to become a contributing member of the community. On Dia de los Muertos, the dead are also a part of the community, awaken from their eternal sleep to share celebrations with their loved ones. There were multiple activities at the event that I attended. Some of these activities included eating and drinking traditional Mexican foods, viewing elaborate altars of the dead, dancing, listening to traditional music, participating in skeletal Catrinas, costume contests, and looking at multiple skilled artisan exhibits. So everyone at the event was super friendly and welcoming, and I didn't feel as if I was being ostracized because of my race. Several people came up to my brother and me, and they'd ask us how we were doing, or they'd explain to us the meaning behind different altars or statues that we'd happen to be looking at. There was a bit of a language barrier, as most of the people there only spoke Spanish and would come up to us saying things like Buenos tardes or Hola, and I would have to reply with the same line back because unfortunately I can't speak Spanish that well. My role at the event was just an average participant. I did almost everything that the average person would do, like eating traditional Mexican foods, viewing altars and artworks, listening to traditional Mexican music, and watching traditional Mexican dancers. So the only thing I didn't do was dress up in the traditional Calaca apparel, which did make me stand out more. There were probably about 200 people at the event, and almost all of them were from Spanish descent, so I would say without a doubt that I was a minority at this event. So now for my reaction to the event. So some of the things that made me feel uncomfortable were my lack of knowledge concerning the traditions being celebrated, the difference in language being spoken, and my appearance being different from everyone else, especially because I wasn't wearing the traditional clothing. I felt like I was being included for the most part because everyone was super friendly and helpful. Some of the things that could have been done differently to make me feel more included would have possibly been if signs and announcements were in both Spanish and English so that I could have had a greater sense of understanding. Participating in this event raised my awareness about the need to include all learners and participants. To do this, we can make sure that everyone feels welcome and that they can understand what's going on despite language and cultural differences. I learned that learning about different people and cultures can help us become more multiculturally aware. After attending this event, I learned that I'm fine being in situations where I'm a minority. I also learned that I'm accepting of people's beliefs and cultures that are different than my own. Including diverse learners in our classrooms is crucial, and we can do this by making sure that they don't feel like they're different from everyone else, and that their uniqueness isn't something that is looked down upon, but is celebrated.